Right, this is just a very quick intro to this game. This was a game of rapid chess I played against this opponent, rated 1786. So I've put the game through the analyzer. I played with an accuracy of 93.6, which is very good at my level. My opponent's 75.4. He went for a very wild attacking line in the Caro-Kann and sacked everything. So put the game through the analyzer. I'm just going to flick through. These are the basic stats, as you can see there. So I'll go back to the beginning and flick through the game, and then the actual game as I played it will come up after this. So I'm just flicking through these fairly quickly. You can see knight g5 is a mistake. The h6 is the correct move to play. Bishop c4 is a blunder, so it was correct. It's down as a great move to actually take the knight. Then e6 was the best move, even though there are potential sacrifices, which is what my opponent actually goes for. Shortly, there it is. So we get one of these really wild positions. It's very useful to put game through analyzers like this, and then you can study them after the event at your own pace. So I'm just flicking through them now so you can see what's coming up, and then the game as I actually played it in real time will come up after this. And a nice little finish here. Then at the end he has to play across there, then I've just got a rook check. Then the king, if it comes up, you've got a rook check coming, has to take, and it's checkmate. So that was a pretty good game from a very wild attack that could easily have gone wrong. Right, I'm going to play a game of rapid in this arena, 1790, good luck. I just need to sound a fraction high there so I can hear these moves. I think I'll just be playing the one game, win, lose or draw. I gain 10 points for a win, but I lose 32 if it goes wrong. Just going to play knight up here, I think. Knight takes is the normal move. Then you've got knight up, bishop up and knight up as your normal moves for black. You just got to watch out for queen up with this trick. Okay, so let's go here. You've just got to watch out for this setting up a checkmate threat, in which case you play a pawn up, otherwise it's okay to develop. Knight g5, you can actually hit the knight. It's a bad sacrifice if he goes for it. He might go for it though, he might well do, but it's not principally good, I don't think. Knight h3 I think is the book move. He's just trying to decide if he goes for it. I don't think knight here is a move. It is in some lines, but I don't think it is here. Because obviously there is a potential threat, but it's covered right now. It's a safe pre-move. If he takes, I'm definitely taking. So he's played bishop up and sacked the knight. Well, that must be a mistake. So I think I go here, or I can even play knight across. Check is not quite a move because it's covered. e6 feels like the right move here. And again, if he takes, I'm just going to take. There's no immediate queen check. And then I can go after his bishop. Really aggressive line he's gone for. Clearly it's a rapid game, so he's taking his time. He's deliberately going for this. It's really ultra aggressive for white to play. He's castled. So I think knight across is now a move. We reinforce this, we hit the bishop. And then bishop up is probably a move. But I think knight across just to hit the bishop and guard this. If he comes in, I'm still going to take. He's gone back. No, I think I should go here. Just so if I move, I'm threatening the knight. So now I'm going to go here to hit the knight. And again, if he takes, I'm going to take. He's got a check and I can run away. It's not an easy attack. If he plays knight here, I'll just chop it off. I think he's gone for it. So he's gone all in. So I just decide where it is that I'm going. I could drop a knight back. I've got bishop up. Bishop up looks very sensible to me. I'm still guarding this. Bishop down, I'm not worried at all. I'm reinforced. So he's kicked the knight. Okay, so am I blundering here? I mean, I can drop the knight back here and reinforce this as well, or I can come here to flip round. I think that's what I want to do. It's just whether I'm weakening this, but I think I've got to go this way If he pushes again, I go here. If he pushes again, I take, which he's done. Can I actually take here? Is that too risky? I want to take here. Take, knight takes. It opens the file, but it releases my bishop. I think I'm going to take this way, I think. God, how crazy bold has he played this? Unbelievable. It is a safe pre-move, this, isn't it? But I'm not going to pre-move in a rapid game, I don't think. Okay. I've got queen up or queen here to threaten this. But I don't actually have an obvious follow-up. But it does help me guard things, so I'm going to go here to create the threat. This is guarded. Now the bishop might be able to come up. So where's the right place? I want to play a bishop here, I think. But if he takes, and for instance I take with knight, he can just take. Actually, well, I don't want to take with that knight whatever happens realistically, do I? Not easy to unwind this. If I play a bishop there and he takes, I can't just easily take back. Pawn up, I guess he does this, but I get a pawn advanced. I think I have to go here, but it's really risky. I'm going to have to play a rook across, aren't I? Or do I try and manually castle? King around the block. I'm going to bring the rook into the middle. It's just whether I bring the other rook across as well. If he takes now, I can take. So this is double guarded. I mean, there's no risk here. Got lots of pieces guarding this. Maybe I bring the rook this way now and try and cover these files. Just keep them covered. But there's no easy way for me to attack, but he sacked everything. He sacked everything. So now I think I've got bishop up. Queen takes, queen takes. My knight can actually move here. Is there any trick? No, this must be bad. Knight back, I lose my queen, don't I? So my knight can't move. Queen up is a move though. Queen up and across is a move. What's wrong with queen up? If he takes, he takes. I've lost a pawn, but he's lost that many pieces. If he takes there, I just take back. I think queen up is a safe move here. I'm happy to give away a pawn to get the queen off the board. Then I can unwind the position relatively comfortably without the queen there. It's whether he's got a devastating discovery, but something like that I just take, and I take back. So that's a safe pre-move if he takes. But what a crazy attacking game he's gone for here. He's really gone for it, hasn't he? If it works, then of course you've got to say, well done, good luck to you. What am I? I'm actually 2 knights up, aren't I? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 knights for a pawn. So I can give him a pawn. I've got 2 knights for 2 pawns. But it's still not a formality. You know, f4 and f5 to kick the bishop. But there is no pawn to kick the knight. That's an important factor here. So I hope he takes, and then I've just got to figure out a plan. Maybe rook d6, rook d8. And try and unwind. Or rook h6, just so I can guard the bishop in turn to then release the knight. Well, let's just think about what he does after he's done it. So we'll let him make a move, we'll clear our mind, and then we'll look at the position afresh again. Queen across and down, queen takes, not easy, not easy, but I've got queen h5 threatening h2 was my original idea. Remember, I've got a pawn here and I've got a queen here at present. But my idea was if his queen runs off, I'm going to play queen h5 threatening to take on h2. That was my original plan. Depends what he does, depends where he goes. If he drops straight back, I've got to still guard my bishop. Comes a point where he just has to make a move or he's going to get into real time trouble. But it's good that he's thinking. He doesn't have a knockout concrete plan that I'm missing. There might be a tactic I'm just not seeing, of course. So because he's thinking, I don't think there is one, because unless he's thinking because he has got some sort of mate idea or an idea to trap my queen, he might be really in the tank working that out. He might be. If I win this game, I get a new personal best rating in Rapid. It'll take me over 2,000, but when I've been to 2,000 previously, I've just got there just for the challenge of getting to 2,000, and I've just stopped playing. Because it's really Blitz I play. I play Blitz and Bullet, mainly the 3-minute Blitz. I don't play Rapid very often. But yeah, he's got to make a move at some point soon, or he's just going to start getting into time trouble. He's still got, more than a 3-minute Blitz time right now, but has he got some sort of idea in mind? Obviously anything to get rid of the queen is good for me. Bishop takes knight, I've got to be a little bit careful. I don't just rush and take the queen and give him a free piece. That would be a bit silly. So I've still got to stop and think, but I mean, surely he's not just going to sit there and run the clock. Yeah, he has gone across to hit the pawn, discovering the queen. Now my original plan was to go here to threaten the pawn with tempo. Now whether he's got a sack like that playable, if he takes, I can actually take the pawn with check first. He has to go there. I can check, he has to come up, then I can't take back, so I wouldn't check. I would check here, he goes there, I would take back, and it looks perfectly fine to me. It looks perfectly fine. The other option is to take the pawn, but I've got no follow-up whatsoever. So I'm going to go here to hit the pawn, and I've probably got to play rook d6 to guard the bishop. Relatively forget these two, go for king's safety. Now say he plays h4, maybe I can play rook g8 threatening to take if he grabs here. It's exactly what he's done. That's exactly what he's done. I think I need rook here to reinforce the bishop, but rook g8 threatens to take here if he takes here. So it does give me a threat. Bishop there, I don't like that move. So I think I need rook to g8 here. Just trying to make sure I'm not blundering something obvious, like he can play the queen back, but right now I can just go back, or I can go here. If he takes here, I can take with the other knight or the bishop. So I'm going to go here, so if he takes, I'm threatening to capture a pawn and then maybe sack to blast the king open. So there is a threat there. If he takes now, I think I'm okay to take back. Queen check, I just step back, and he's only attacking with one piece. So I think I'm okay to take. If he grabs the pawn, I can grab this pawn. So he's come forward, but now I've got queen here looking to come in and offering a queen trade. And then I'm threatening to check and take anyway, so it must be right to come here now. So I'm offering a queen trade. Actually, I could take with a rook, but I think it should be the bishop. Just then there's a pin here, but there is obviously the queen's covered, both queens are covered. So how do I take back if he trades? I won't pre-move, I've got lots of time. He allows the check, so I can go here, and I've still got the option to take, but I've got the option to sack as well. So take, take, take. If he goes here, bishop up, and he must be getting checkmated somehow. I've got another rook. I don't want to give him a free piece, so if I take, he takes, I take. The queen can come back here. So check, if he goes there, I can check here, and he can actually block with the queen. But then I've got bishop check, he has to come back and then rook check, and I think that's winning. So I'm going to go for it. I think this is winning. But worst case, I can give a piece away and I'm still in the game because he's sacked 2 pieces. So I think this is a forced win. Check. If he goes back, I've got bishop check. He has to play king across, and I've got rook check, and I think it wins on the spot. So now bishop check, and then rook check. He can't block with a queen, so it's a forced move. Rook check, if he goes here, then I've got rook check. So he resigns, and we get over 2,000, a new personal best rating, 2007. Really tough game, the one that he really went all in for that, didn't he? But a very good win.